Hit start recording for the YouTube Let's Play because everything gets thrown on there. The Convergence Game Showcase. A lot of indie games are going to get shown. It's the first one they've ever done. So this should be pretty fun. We're going to see some content creators that are hosting this, I'm pretty sure. This should be fun. You know someone who was convinced that possum and opossum were two different animals. Possums are weird. Aren't they immune to, like, everything? Or is it just like rabies? I swear, they're immune to everything. Convergence contains games inappropriate for younger viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Yeah, cover your eyes, game nerd. Runs too low for them to carry rabies. Yeah, that's the interesting thing. They can't get rabies. And let me tell you, rabies is one of those things that I just fear all the time. Even though I'm probably not going to encounter animals that may have rabies. But it's one of those things that it's so terrifying. If, like, you won't even know you have it until it's too late, and then you're most likely dead.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Convergence Showcase. I'm Dodger.
And I'm ESO, and Convergence is a stacked back-to-back indie-focused game showcase, highlighting the hidden gems you might have missed so they can reach the audiences they truly deserve.
We've got some of your favorite publishers. We've got self-published games by smaller indie devs. Maybe even people who are making their very first games. So if you see a game that you like, make sure you wishlist it. Send the developers a nice message. Tell your grandma about it.
I feel like this is going to be one of the better showcases.
We're going to be your guides through the next 80 minutes of lovingly curated indie games.
Did it say 80?
Lots of special guests, including Wonderboss, who's going to be sharing his ones to watch, featuring lots of smaller dev titles.
So, you guys ready to get this show started? Let's go.
Get Steam open, ready to wishlist stuff. Yeah, right.
Our first section, Future Visions, is all about sci-fi.
Yep. Are you a sci-fi boy?
You know, I've been into a lot of space movies, but the gaming side of things I've not fully got into yet.
I don't play a whole lot of sci-fi games, but yeah, I grew up with Star Trek and Stargate and all of that. And oddly enough, the Mars Attacks movie. Some of you might have seen that there is a new game revealed at Gamescom called Mars Attacks, and yes, it is a Mars Attacks game.
You can literally build a theme park on Mars with the dark twist that you're going to be abducting humans from Earth to populate your different themed attractions.
Yeah, and it's also got this element where the humans can escape, and so you're not only trying to keep your theme park running, but also keep the humans from escaping it. It's definitely going to be bonkers. So let's watch the gameplay.
We're abandoned on Mars to fend for ourselves. The Martian? We have to get Matt Damon's approval. And Andy Weir. Back. Look sharp, your guest here already. Bring lots of potatoes and lots of poop. Yeah, so it's Mars Attack Tycoon. It's Roller Coaster Tycoon on Mars, and you build a whole theme park, and you're trapping humans who... Are the humans the big guys or the little aliens? Oh my god. Mars Attracts. Sign up now, alpha playtest. Okay. World premiere.
Welcome to the glamorous life of bounty hunting. Perks include seeing exotic planets, meeting interesting people, and then promptly shooting those people. Your job is simple but deadly. Choose a mission from the guild. Hunt the galaxy for your prey.
This looks like my game.
Eliminate them with extreme prejudice.
It has guns. And top down to an extent.
Secure some loot. Then extract to safety, or you'll lose it all. Once you've got the basics down, get ready for missions.
Kind of like Helldivers to an extent.
Rise through the Helion ranks and unlock new, dangerously exciting planets.
This is giving me a much more budget Helldivers in a
You've
good
got
way.
universe to impress, so why wait? Go prove you're more than just a shiny helmet.
Last Helion.
That was the world exclusive reveal for the bounty hunting extraction shooter called Last Helion. It looks awesome. What do you think?
Flying to different planets with a diverse environments like the Gothic Cathedral, deserts,
Can we
an
just
actual
say
space station,
it
and
looked
then
like
doing all these
Helldivers to an
bounty
extent.
missions and crafting
To an
your own
extent.
weapons just looks awesome to me.
100%. And I think now we're going to be looking at Shadows of Doubt, which is a super cool sandbox sci-fi detective game. I don't know if you've played that game yet, but it is
How many people are watching
overwhelming
this?
in the best way.
1,000? All
I
right,
mean,
we
it
got
sounds
1,000
amazing. I've heard
gamers.
it's based in a sandbox and got procedural generation. I'm excited to hear more about it.
100%. And to tell us more about it is our first special guest, General Sam. Take it away.
Who's General Sam? I guess I'll learn who General Sam is. Shadows
Hello,
of Doubt.
everyone. My name is General Sam, and I am the hired spokesman for Shadows of Doubt.
Oh, what's that?
Excellent question. Shadows of Doubt is a game where you play as a private detective in a dystopian city.
Oh, Fireshine.
If a murder occurs, it's up to you to solve it. There's hundreds of citizens in
It's
the
out
city,
today, it said.
each with their own jobs, apartments, and relationships. And any one of them could be the murderer or the next victim. Shadows of Doubt came out of early access today, and I think you should pick it up, because I guarantee you have not played anything like it. Here's some clips showing what other people have gotten
You
up
should have
to
bought a game
on
nerd
Shadows
because
of
you
Doubt.
would have got it
When
cheaper
you're
in
down
early
your luck,
access.
broke and your only skill is stalking people.
Remy.
Well, the diner, it's always got you covered. So, you guys know about any murders lately? There's a murder! I gotta go! Let me scan the bloody hammer. I wonder if this is the murder weapon. Our first case is someone committed suicide with a hammer. Murder
Solved.
case solved. I love this game.
We've got you now. Your web of lies is over.
Oh, dear God.
That'll teach you. Oh my god, so much blood. Oh my god, she's naked. Oh no. Oh, the alarm's been sounded because that person I may have beaten up. I'm a vigilante. I cannot be stopped. This was a hard one.
A murder at 1401 Song Suites. Do I leave and investigate?
So
the
you can
crime scene
murder
early,
people in the
Or
game,
do I have breakfast at Tiffany's?
but you're
When I do eventually catch the killer, another one simply takes his place. I need to arrest everyone, but presently I am undeniably homeless. So I started by looking at the job listings. Work available, business-related concerns require investigation. That was a disaster. Probably because I went to the wrong apartment. Now I can rest easy knowing that the city is safe once and for all.
That was a disaster. Probably because I went to the wrong place. What the hell is this now? It's Shadows. Fireshine Games is making more. They just did Shadows of Doubt. Fireshine's doing Odinfall as well, and they did
Congratulations,
Gestalt's
Operator
Demon Cinder.
2364. You have been randomly volunteered for the ITA Corporation's restoration project. You have been outfitted with a state-of-the-art drill pod which will be essential to your survival. You may experience vertigo, falling blocks, or a sudden lack of breathable air. Should the baseless rumors of a mechanoid threat on the surface prove to be true, we have implemented the option to construct automated defense systems. At ITA, we believe
Burr
in
loves
encouraging
drills.
hard work, so do make use of our
I do.
generous rewards program.
Wait, this.
Replacement of your base is
Kinda-
as cheap and expendable as you are, Operator.
I can't wait to play
2364.
this game and have Dragon Link yell at
Thank
me.
you for your continued dedication to the ITA Corporation.
You know, I'll keep my eye on that one.
That was our first look at
Intrigued.
ITA from Fireshine Games.
I'm intrigued.
I love the voxel art style of this game, but my goodness, I'm not so sure if I could survive in a world like this. What do you think, Dodger?
You know what? I love a tower defense game. I love games where you get to just, chill out and mine. This one doesn't seem quite so chill though, because you got to get all these resources, get back to your base, make sure that everything's safe and good to go.
Are they
think it
not
looks
allowed
like a
to
lot
like
of fun.
mention other
But
games?
Next up, we're gonna check in with our buddy Wonderbot.
I would be like, yo, that looks like
for the
Domekeeper,
very
and I
first
love
one to
Domekeeper.
watch.
And maybe that's why I don't get to do these. Wanderbots, one to watch.
Hey, I'm Wanderbot, and as Danny and Dodger said, I'm here to share some of my picks of upcoming indie games from smaller developers.
Bionic Bay is an action puzzle platformer set in a brutalistic biomechanical world that is hell-bent on blasting you to smithereens. Featuring art by Marina, who previously designed the hit Badland games and programmed by industry newcomer Psychoflow Studio. Manipulate the environment and objects around you with an innovative swap system and
looks
highly
crazy to
detailed
me.
physics simulation. Check out the demo available on Steam right now, and here's some exclusive gameplay to show you what to expect, plus some extra games from Kepler Interactive.
This guy's a nerd. Look at all those stuff behind him.
I'm the artist and designer behind.
Don't look at my
Bionic
Kirby
Bay.
statue and my
Bionic
God of
Bay
Warhammer.
is high-detail pixel art, tight and precise platforming, and chaotic physics-based gameplay. Set in an ancient biomechanical world filled with imaginative
Nice candle.
and
Thank you.
deadly traps. There are thousands of games that use pixel art, but the way the world is created here is something that probably no one has tried before.
Oh, that
I
was
mean,
kind of cool.
look at this tree consisting of 250k pixels. Or this mechanical hand with 1,000,000 pixels.
Bro, I get it. You work.
The result is a spectacular retro-futuristic biomechanical world that
Oh
looks
my
unparalleled
God.
to anything we've seen in video games. It's super important that the visual look and the gameplay go hand
I want
in
to
hand.
buy this game just to
That
give this guy
means
money for all
handcrafted
this work
levels
he's doing.
With tons of creativity.
It does look like a good game.
Here's the core.
It just looks fucking crazy.
Bionic Bay, the swap. This unique tool enables you to move, defend, or attack in a totally new way. Thank you for watching. We have lots of cool
Just
stuff
installed
to
the
show
demo.
you
Let me
before
know how
launch
it is.
in 2025. So
It looks-
list on PlayStation 5 and Steam.
It looks good. I don't know if I'd want to stream it though, but it definitely is something I would buy. I saw Sifu, Pacific Drive. I think a developer commented on one of my videos once telling me to play this game. Player Obscure Expedition 33. Tactics, kind of? Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. Bro, a new roguelike just came in to early access that's been on early access for Epic Games for a while, but it just got into early access on Steam called Witchfire. I don't know if any of you have heard of that. That game looks fucking sick. It's a first-person shooter. Also, Cat Quest 3 looks really good, too. Chia looks good. Scorn, 70% off the deluxe edition. Sifu is 60% off. I'm taking me beating Sifu level 1 without dying to my grave. It's gonna be on my tombstone. We all know this. Sifu's a great game. Just incredibly hard.
And now an exclusive update for a game that was recently revealed during Gamescom.
Raccoon Logic.
Extreme Learning Smartbot from Hot Wheels.
I smush it down my throat.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex Hutchinson, Creative Director at a brand new studio called Raccoon Logic. We're back for another game in the Savage Planet universe titled Revenge of the Savage Planet.
What?
Abandoned on the far edge of the universe by your former employer, it's your job to survive and eventually thrive on 4 crazy new planets, each of them packed with their own weird and wonderful creatures.
This feels like it would not run well on
You
my
have various
PC.
tools at your disposal
Can I
and
play it on
different ways of
Xbox?
interacting with creatures. You can
Does it
whip
just
them
like
or
not
use
look
lasso to
good in
capture various
general?
creatures.
Like not in
Different
terms of
guns with
gameplay,
various properties that allow you to solve the
but
game's
like it
challenges
doesn't
with
look like it.
myriad of different
Is that just me?
varieties as you explore every nook and cranny of these strange alien worlds.
Or is that just motion blur?
We need your assistance in driving the dreaded algorithm, so please wishlist the game at your earliest convenience on Xbox, PlayStation, GOG, Steam, or Epic Games.
Revenge of the Savage Planet. I'll write it down. I do like it, but I think I'd play it on. I think I'd play that on Xbox.
Oh, we've had a bit of an aesthetic change here. That's because these next games are not going to give you heart palpitations. They're going to help you chill out. You're going to have a nice
The last time I got a
here,
heart
all right?
palpitation, I remember.
So the first one that we're going to be checking out is
I remember
Castle
my last
Pixel
heart
and Playtonic's
palpitation.
game Cattle Country,
Oh,
which is,
Platonic.
hold on one moment, a cozy cowboy adventure life sim. It's like Stardew Valley meets Red Dead Redemption. You were saying you're really excited about this game.
Honestly, like, when I first tried Stardew and seeing how similar this game is, like me and my wife were
My
playing
last
that game,
heart
I got
palpitation
really
was during my
into it,
first
and you just
subathon, day
start,
6 on a Sunday.
micromanaging
I got
everything.
no sleep.
And this game really takes it another step
And I was
up
playing
with
Paper Mario, and then I felt my heart
18
palpitate, and I was
characters,
like, okay, guys, I'm
different
going to bed.
seasonal events, you can track a game in the winter, you get Western shootouts with bandits, and just have rodeos and other fun little
no
mini
caffeine.
games.
I
And,
was just lacking
I mean,
sleep.
Yeah, you'll also be back in the mind too.
And streaming
Let's
a
check out
lot
the footage,
because
I
of
mean,
a
I can't
subathon.
talk about everything.
I was streaming so much because of the subathon. It was my first and I've only done 2 subathons. Cattle Country, open beta, October 25th. What did it feel like? Like, it felt like my heart was gonna pump out of my chest. I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack. But the subathon didn't end. I just went to go take a nap. And then I got up at 12:30 and felt fine. And then the subathon went on another 2 weeks. And we had no issues because I was sleeping in. Good times. Good times where I would stream 16 hours a day on this camera and then sleep for 8 or 7. Then cook for an hour. I say good times.
Around,
They're bad
partner,
times.
and welcome to
Cattle Country. Open beta October 25th.
Wish list now.
No new scamathons. No, 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 no.
Next, we have Monster Mop-Up, where you're cleaning up human homes from monster mess while rescuing fluffy monster ragamuffins hiding about the place. Dodger, you look like you're super excited to talk about this one.
I'm so excited for this game. I love cleaning games just in general. I think they're so satisfying and fun. So for this one to be like, and also the mess is made by these cute little monsters, and you gotta save them and get them out of the
crime
human homes.
scene
The humans
simulator.
can't see them. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna have such a blast with this game. So thank you very much to Terraheart for giving us this footage, and also to Yogscast for publishing it. Let's check it out.
Crime scene simulator. Monster Mop-Up. These games are everywhere now, man. These games are everywhere. And they all sell so well. Decorate your base. I mean, people like these games, man. There's a reason they keep making them. What is this? Monster Mop-Up. Can't play House Flipper? Do you get motion sickness from it or something? Luz Lagoon. We're in the cozy section of it. Hey! You want this? We'll wishlist it. Broccoli is a top tier vegetable. Broccoli smells like farts and looks like a fart. If you would have put broccoli up to your ass,
Successfully kickstarted
it would
last
look
year
like
by
a fart.
first-time Spanish developers Malapata Studio and
I was hoping
openly
Kat was
inspired by
listening.
cozy games like Unpacking and Assemble with Care. Campervan Make It Home is a sandbox interior decoration simulator where you create your ideal home on wheels. Solve spatial
Dimitri
organization
Martin.
puzzles by packing away all of your belongings in a tiny yet cozy living space of your campervan, or even customize your own from scratch with a wide variety of parts.
It was a joke
Here's
from
an
Dimitri
exclusive new
Martin.
trailer.
Campervan Make It Home, Malapata Studios. It was a little frog. Cozy! Cozy gamers, dink donk, we have a game for you. Are they allowed to show a Nintendo Switch? Like, yeah, they can say it's not a Switch, but we all know that's a Nintendo Switch.
Hello, my name's Iona, and I've been a cozy gamer for as long as I can remember. But around 2 years ago, I made my first ever YouTube video all about my love of cozy games. And since then, I've got to see the cozy community grow and flourish over the years, with more cozy gamers
what a
and
life the cozy
games
community must
than
have.
ever before.
They must be so
Now, one thing I love
relaxed.
to do on my channel is to cover new and upcoming cozy games that I think people are gonna love. So
What do you
when I
guys
got
think
an
it's
email
like
asking me to
in
come
the
to Newcastle
cozy game life?
to try a brand new cozy game that combines adorable critters with cafe management, I knew I had to go immediately. So let me introduce to you today Critter Cafe, a cozy game which has so much of what I've been looking for. As not only can you tend to these absolutely adorable critters, which I am obsessed with,
They nap
as you
a
can
lot.
play with them
High
and
as
feed them, you also get to run your very own cafe and even decorate it as well. But there's also this whole other side of the game which sees you solve puzzles to try and save critters. So I'm delighted to show you today a brand new trailer for Critter Cafe.
Critter
Welcome
Cafe.
to Critter Cafe, a
Thanks.
game all about rescuing super cute critters and building your own cozy critter cafe. On Goldleaf Isle, you'll find a cafe waiting for you.
I feel like Daniel Fenner would like this game. I
Okay,
feel like he's a
it might
cozy
not look
gamer
like
at heart.
much, but you can change almost anything here. New tables and chairs.
Yeah, Daniel
decorations,
Fenner would like this.
Even the floor. You can really show off your style.
I can see him making a whole like bit about his floor.
And you can change how you look too, whenever you want. New hair, clothes, colors, accessories, you name it. You'll leave your old stressful life behind and explore this amazing place. Along the way, you'll overcome challenges, solve puzzles, and bond with your critters as you bring them back to your cafe. Explore this magical world, rescue every critter, and welcome them into your cafe family. You'll manage the needs of your visiting customers.
Where
and
do you
keep
get
your
this
cafe
food?
running smoothly, but you'll have a little help from your new critter friends.
Where does the food come from? Where do you source
We're
your food
super
from?
excited to tell you that you can open your very own critter cafe. Make sure to wishlist to keep
November
up to date with the game.
26th. Costco delivers that far out? Roguish Rogues. Oh boy, here we go. We're in the Burr section.
Drop Duchy is a hybrid strategic roguelite, which blends iconic puzzle gameplay with real-time strategy and resources management. In Drop Duchy, you must set up blocks through an evolving grid to complete lines and farm resources.
Stream this baldy. Well, you're gonna
On
make
your
fun of
way,
me if I
you'll face
stream it.
Combat round. Their structure is the same as a regular round, but you will have to place enemy constructions in addition to your own. Each act of Drop Duchy introduces new terrains, cards, and mechanics. Fight and collect resources before reaching monumental bosses. With 80 unique cards to unlock, upgrade, and optimize, each run will be different. We hope that you'll enjoy Drop Duchy, and believe us, the best is yet to be played. See you in 2025 for the game's release.
Okay, see you then.
Roguish Rogues is where we spotlight games that put a unique spin on the roguelite genre. Games
How
like
unique
the one
can
you
you
just
get?
saw, Drop Duchy from the Arcade Crew. It's a Tetris-like puzzle game where you're gathering resources and building your kingdom. What did you think of that one, Dodger?
Oh my gosh. I grew up on Tetris.
Yes, so Danny, Monk?
I've learned to really love deck builders and strategy games. So this is an amazing marriage of things for me.
It is.
I can't
Danny
wait to
and
play this.
Dex
But
Bonus
next up,
on
we're gonna be
Twitch
checking in
are
with
the hosts.
Alexa, who's got an update for us on a
Alexa!
highly
Oh, I
anticipated
love
sequel.
Alexa.
Take it away.
Alexa's a...
Hey everybody, Alexa here, and I am extremely excited to share with you my most anticipated roguelike game of the year, Streets of Rogue 2. The sequel to Streets of Rogue, a roguelike RPG created by solo dev Matt Dabrowski that sold over 1 million copies. Streets of Rogue 2 takes the formula of that
I thought this
first
game
game
always
and
was supposed to
just
come out.
simply ramps it up. with a vast procedurally generated world 10,000 times the original.
Alexa with an
infinitely
O.
replayable freeform gameplay, you can plan on getting lost in the immersion of your own giant roguelike.
He's a roguelite YouTuber, does
Remember all
daily
those
Let's
classes
Plays,
from the
and
first game?
makes some
Yeah, they're back.
occasional
By
more
the
in-depth
dozen.
videos when he
Do you want to
can.
be a scientist that hires a mercenary army to stay
He's
the
not a
coup?
full-time
You can
YouTuber,
do
but he
that.
has like
Maybe you want to be
140,000
a
subs.
computer hacker.
He's a
Create
good
zombie apocalypse.
He's a good
You can
YouTuber
do
for sure.
that too. Or maybe you're just feeling being a ninja that hangs out with
He
a
plays a
commune
lot of
vampires and eventually you
lot
bribe
of
those
smaller
vampires to help them
roguelites that
take
you've
the
never
mayor
heard
hostage. Believe it or not, you can do that too. Let's check out an exclusive trailer for
Did we
Streets
see
of
this
Rogue
before? We saw it during the Triple I showcase that was on April 10th. So we saw it a while ago, and it had an August release date, but I guess it got delayed to, I think, October. I think it's coming out next month. I've had Streets of Rogue on my, hey, I should play this game one day for so long. And so many people say you should play Streets of Rogue. But I just haven't. Maybe if I had a Steam Deck, I would play it, because then I could play my games in bed, but... You always say I should play this game? I know! You know how many games I want to play? It's unfair. Yeah, October 22nd. Wishlist now? It's already on my wish list. Not like
And
I'll
now
have
we're
time.
very excited for a world exclusive reveal trailer from Yogscast Games.
Yogscast? Dropping it like it's hot, calling Snoop Dogg D-O-double-G. Kaya's Prophecy, a unique village builder. A lot of builder games here. Gather resources. You literally just do cards. Unlock new technologies. Can we get a gun? No, I can't. Dance with the bee. $20.25.
This
Looks
is
pretty
Chaos
good.
Prophecy, developed by Chaos Interactive.
Yeah, it's a village builder, it's a deck builder. You're trying to rebuild your village, but you've got this like wrathful master who's throwing all of these obstacles in your way. It shows a lot of promise. I think it's gonna be really neat. I can't wait to see more. But next up, we've got Wonderbot's next pick.
They kind of look like Wild Frost a little bit.
Red Metal is Silent Factory's debut action roguelite, where you mow through hordes of extermination robots and mutated creatures in a post-apocalyptic alternate future. What makes it even better is that you do so behind the wheel of a car with guns strapped to it, with fine-tuned driving physics to match. Red Metal also features up to 4 players in online co-op,
30
so
minutes
you don't
late,
have to ride
Schmoopy.
into battle on your own. Here's a brand new trailer with a demo release date.
Red Metal. This is something I need to see more gameplay of. Is it like a Horde Survivor or Bullet Heaven? Or like, what are we doing here? Get wrecked. Enjoy, Lodima. Thank you for hanging out. Demo on November 5th.
The games featured in this section aren't strictly multiplayer games. However, we believe that they are games that are best played with friends.
Entropy Survivors is our first game where you're going to be taking control of a sword-wielding mech and a sharpshooting space frog in a wild bullet heaven roguelike. You can actually customize your mech with outrageous weapons, but the best part is you're going to be playing in co-op.
Yes, because there are so many bullet heaven games coming
sides.
out, but so few of them have a co-op element to them. So finally, you can share the love and the destruction. But when? When? Fortunately, we've got a release date trailer for you. Let's check it out.
Brendan was just talking about how he needed one of these. Oh my goodness. 2 to 4 player online co-op. Bullet Hell. No, it's not Bullet Hell. It's a game like Vampire Survivors. That's not a Bullet Hell game. It's like the opposite, where you're shooting all the bullets, so they call it Bullet Heaven. It's basically what I call Horde Survivor games. A lot of people either call them Horde Survivors or Bullet Heavens or Vampire Survivor clones. But that's what that is. They're not censored in Bullet Hell. I don't like the name Bullet Heaven as much as Horde Survivor. I think Horde Survivor is a pretty nice name. I've been saying that name for like 3 years now.
Guys? I'm King Italian, though not really king of anything. Super happy to be joining you guys for this showcase. If you want to find my content, I'm usually over on twitch.tv/KingItalian or twitter.com/Gathalion and YouTube, which is, I think, just King Gathalion YT. As some of you may or may not know, earlier this year, Miju Games released Planet Crafter, which is an open-world survival game where you could play with up to 10 buds and
wave shooters, like Rotato.
Developers behind Planet Crafter,
I call those arena
recently
shooters.
unveiled a new paid DLC, Planet
Rotato,
Humble.
God
It
of Weapons.
Features a new unoccupied planet, new biomes, flora, and fauna. Today, I get the opportunity to share this exclusive Planet Humble video with you guys. So let's check it out.
Those ones are fun. Terraform a new planet all over again. Yeah, Mask, I can understand that with Entropy Survivors. Reverse Bullet Hell. I don't hear many people call them Reverse Bullet Hell. That's a long name, too. Ads start in 15 minutes and I can't snooze them. Sorry. Oh.
Hey there, Convergence. It's time for an update on Windblown. This time focusing on how the development team have worked with our alpha testers to implement new ideas, changes, and content to the game. One of the key pillars of development for Windblown has been our desire to develop the game alongside our community. And over the past few months, we've been working closely with our alpha testers to understand their feelings about the project, things they'd like to see, and most importantly, things that they don't. We've seen a clear progression and change since joining the test, especially when it comes to in-game features. Most notably, we overhauled our gift system and introduced over 50 new gifts, adding a ton of new builds and variety to runs. They love how snappy and responsive the game feels. In a game where combat and movement is so important, it's been vital to nail
I
what
have
it's
an
like to
embargo
control
on
and
this,
play.
so I can't share
They
the
want more
content,
multiplayer features
but I
though,
have
and ways
played
to
it
engage with their friends. So this
off
is something we
stream,
can look at
and
thanks
it was
to their
fine.
feedback. This is a process and
single
environment
player.
we want to continue when we
It was
hit early
fine.
access later this year. Windblown is a game that's already been shaped by its players, and it's something we want to continue on the road ahead. Now, we're nearing the end of our closed alpha test, so keep your eyes out for some of the awesome stuff we have coming your way soon. Make sure to follow us on social media to stay up to date with the latest developments, and if you haven't already, drop us a wishlist on Steam.
And for people that don't know, they made Dead
When
Cells
I first saw this
motion
game, I was
twinned.
like, this looks very similar to Dead Cells
Only
with the
fine.
snappy animations
No,
and
it's-
those
it's
intense
good.
boss fights that we love.
I've only got to play for like
I
an hour,
realized It was
though.
actually, though, from the same developer, Motion Twin.
Yeah, it looks like they're moving into 3D. It works really well. From
I
what
hear a
can
lot of the
tell,
original
because,
Dead Cells
playing Dead
devs,
Cells, you
though,
always feel so
moved
fast
over to
and you feel
Evil
so
Empire.
powerful. And this
Which
game
are working on Rogue
absolutely
Prince of
captures that
Persia.
exact same vibe, and it's co-op.
And it's also coming to early access
But
very
Motion
soon,
Twin
so
is
if
the
you wanna
name
be the
behind Dead
first to
Cells,
know,
so.
wishlist it on Steam right after the show.
It is fun though. I would recommend it still. I'm gonna play it whenever early access does drop and the embargo ends.
Falling Limbs is a grisly yet wacky platform fighter with a striking aesthetic inspired by classic Japanese picture scrolls. Customize your samurai with an arsenal of historic weaponry and brutally dismember your way to victory in both local and online combat, in a variety of game modes such as Deathmatch, Capture the Flag, and Shootout. Falling Limbs also features an innovative twin-stick control scheme where you can precisely control exactly where you aim, and especially swing your weapons. There's a new demo out today, and I'm delighted to debut their brand new trailer.
This reminds me of Happy Wheels, just stupid fun. Stupid fun.
The first thing
Like,
to
you don't
do
take it
is to get
seriously.
ready to strike.
Like, look at that movement.
待っていてはいけない敵の集団を追い崩し切り崩していくのである
Don't wait. Chase down the group of enemies and cut them to pieces.
逃げるが勝ち
Run away, but win.
Angry Birds? Can we get Angry Birds on Steam? Guys, speaking of old games on Steam, Backyard Baseball 97 comes out October 10th. Write that down. Backyard Baseball 97 on Steam October 10th.
To celebrate Convergence, many of the participating publishers have kindly put a number of their earlier games into our dedicated Steam sale.
I did
and what
Falcus.
better game to include in a Steam sale
I
than
got to
Steam
play a
World games from Thunderful.
I played like an
long-awaited
hour
tactical
Ravens Watch
turn-based game,
1.0 yesterday.
SteamWorld Heist 2 is now available,
But
and so to celebrate, Thunderful
we're
has
playing it after
bundled up
this.
the previous SteamWorld games from SteamWorld Dig all the way up to SteamWorld Build. They are available in the Convergence Steam sale, so make sure that you check it out after the show.
There's so many things coming. There's so many things. One of my regrets this year is not taking a key and a free t-shirt for this game. I should have done it. They offered me a key like 3 weeks early, and they're like, we'll give you a t-shirt as well. I should have fucking done it. I should have done it, man. It's one of my regrets of the year. Pussy out like my... No, it wasn't pussied out. I just didn't think I would have had the time. Because when at the time of that happening, I was still just streaming too much and not dedicating enough time off stream to gaming and embargoes and whatnot like I am now. Just one of my mistakes. And it was only like literally like mid-July. Literally right in the middle of the Metroidvania mania. Wish I did it. Oh, freaking Unreal 2. I played Unreal 1 with my boy
with more
Grizz.
train track construction chaos.
Grizz,
than
if you
ever.
hear this, when are we playing
There
games
are lots of
again?
new things to discover, as long as you don't let your train derail. To help with
I know
that,
we're
you
adults
can
and it's
equip
hard to get
cartridges that
time
give you
to
new
make-
skills, such
play
as
games,
items
but-
being magnetically drawn to you, or gaining super strength and being able to throw resources
learn.
over far distances. There's also visual player upgrades with a lot of customization options to choose from.
I could email them back and be like,
and then
I'm
there's
so sorry.
improvements for the wagons too.
I regret not
Equip
taking
this cannon
this
cart
and
with
not
an
responding in
extension,
time.
and you can shoot new tracks right to the front.
Stay on their
Or
good
take
list.
the new turrets for a spin. Or just go completely off the rails.
Not on the shirt.
When you're done upgrading your train, choose where it heads next.
I would take
Do
the
you want
shirt
to
2
take on
months
more
ago,
risk
but
to get better upgrades? Or are you all ready for the boss at the end of each biome?
just to stay on their list, you know. It's good to be on the list for a lot of developers and publishers.
With this one, you'll have to plan your train track carefully, or you'll run out of space to build your tracks on.
I get so many emails. All you have to do is have your email out on Twitter and YouTube and whatnot. People will email you eventually if you make enough content.
How far will your train get? Find out when Unrailed 2 steams into early access on November the 7th.
Honestly,
Watch this now on Steam.
Unrailed 1 is really fun.
Unrailed 2 has neatly laid the tracks for us between the multiplayer section and the creature comfort section, which is all games about adorable critters. However, the games themselves might not be adorable.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like Duckside, but how can I describe this? In the words of the developers, imagine DayZ or Rust, but you're playing as a duck that can build bases, blow up other people's, team up, or go solo.
When we
But
play
have you ever
Unreal
seen
2?
a duck with a gun dodger?
You know, I've watched the video, and I keep trying to peep how they're holding any of those weapons, and I can't really seem to figure it out. So I think on the back end here, we'll talk about the logistics. You at home, watch the video, find out when the game is coming to early access, and maybe you can figure out how that duck's holding that gun.
Oh, I've seen this one on Twitter, I think. What the fuck? Cat, this is your next big game that you should stream all the time. I'm trying to turn Cat into a variety streamer. It's not working. Yeah, this game looks pretty fun. Who gave that duck a bazooka? Only if I could be the Gritty Goose in it. You could pretend you're Gritty Goose and Duckside play now. Is it free to play? Glad Eaters. What the fuck? Not free? Okay. I'll write it down so I don't forget. Duckside. Dude. What is this? Glad Eater. Wish list now. Honestly, I will write that down. Glad Eater. Glad Eater.
Don't play with your food, fight with it. And Glady Eaters.
Ads start in 5
from
minutes, by the way, if you're not
Quality and
subbed.
No Bubbles Games.
You're gonna miss
I
3
love the art
minutes.
style of this game.
I'm sorry.
I think it looks so neat. I can't wait to play it. It's so there's something like crunchy about it. I don't know. But speaking of Bubbles, we have the lovely Miss Bubbles here to tell us about our next game.
Hello, you gorgeous human beings. It's Miss Bubbles. I run a YouTube channel that is all about uniting cozy games lovers and RPG lovers. I'm so excited to share with you our final game in the creature comfort section.
Yo, they got that
Nathan is
Starfield thing in
bringing
the
us
back.
A new title called
What the-
Wild Country. It is deceptively cute. It mixes city building and competitive deck building, and it can be played either in solo mode or online with your friends via the cross-platform
That's the Skyrim guy?
PvP.
ESO
If you love
Danny?
a mix of wholesome,
Elder Scrolls
funny,
Online
and a
Danny.
sprinkle of strategy type of game, then Wild Country is
Monk said
definitely the one
ESO,
for
and I
you.
didn't even think
I
anything
always
of
love
it.
seeing indie studios bring different genres into the cozy gaming community because that opens up the space for us to try different types of gameplays. And with this one, you can be either a veteran or a beginner and still enjoy your time with it. And I have great news for you. If this sounds like up your alley, you don't have to wait too long to play it. Let's watch this exclusive launch trailer together to find out more.
The music fits it quite well. That seemed kind of fun. A lot of stuff.
I'm Burr Black, the pirate of Twitch. Thank you, ESO and Dodger, for inviting me to kick off the next section, which is all about cerebral games. To be a captain,
But they probably won't have microtransactions in it.
To win. That's why I'm here to talk to you about Grit and Valor 1949 by Milky Tea Studios and Megabit Publishing. Take command of an elite squad of mech pilots in an alternate World War II diesel punk setting. You'll battle the deadly Axis mechs, upgrade your mechs, and try to outsmart the enemy as you fight for glory and freedom in this real-time tactics roguelike. So you better think fast and battle the Axis forces and neutralize their HQ and develop new strategies to defeat the enemy. Now, check out this exclusive trailer.
Grit and Valor
It's
1949.
1949, and the battle for Europe rages.
Oh, Megabit.
We have taken command of fearsome enemy mechs that can turn the tide of war.
Fuck them Nazis.
Using superior tactics,
Fuck off,
we must
Hitler.
dominate the battlefield
Kick him
and
out the window.
drive an EMP deep into the heart of enemy territory, disabling their weaponry and liberating Europe for the resistance. We may suffer setbacks, but we shall regroup, rebuild,
The dude who
and
killed Hitler is
redeploy.
my hero.
Our
I got
engineers
bad
will
news for you,
work
man.
tirelessly to upgrade both our firepower and
This is where you do,
abilities.
huh?
Our training program uses the very finest pilots to lead our fleet. These mighty machines have empowered us, and under your command, victory can be ours.
Okay, bye. This looks fun.
Thanks for kicking off our next section, which is devoted to games that are designed to make you think.
No!
That can mean deeply tactical games like Grit and Valor 1949, or our next game, a time-hopping point-and-click adventure that tasks you with nothing less than saving heaven itself.
Not
Dodger,
thinking.
This sounds like it's right up your street.
It is. I love point and clicks. I love puzzle games. I've played a lot of them. And this one,
Metroidbranias.
you might
I
think
see
it's
we
gonna be
both
really
watched that
serious.
video called
It's not. The name of
Metroidbranias.
this game is the Holy Gosh Darn.
Talking
and if
about
the name has
Fez
piqued
and
your
Outer
interest,
Wilds and
I have
the Animal
such
Well a little
good
bit.
news for you. It's out right now.
I had
Let's
nobody
watch the
streaming like a
release
few,
video.
few mornings ago.
So you've got 6 hours
And
to
I saw
prevent
that
the
video
whole
and I was like,
fabric
I'll watch
of
it.
Heaven's reality from unraveling.
See that brand new bling around your neck?
Death
That
for
link
life.
is a time-space logic piece that lets you travel back and forth through time to find an item so important they named the whole game after it.
The holy gosh darn!
Use the ancient art of conversation to reveal new
The what?
information. Then rewind time, barf a little.
The art
and
style
use that
reminds me of
knowledge to
Guacamelee.
skip small talk,
Can't talk right now.
not say terrible things,
You're really rude today, Cass.
butter angels up.
Oh, you're very nice for a celebrity, dear.
And get another step closer to the holy gosh darn.
Are you telling me you haven't heard about the holy gosh darn?
The holy gosh darn, a heavenly adventure from the makers of Manual Samuel.
Oh shoot, that's out today. You like that one?
The King is Watching is a wave defense roguelite where you have to build your kingdom while fending off hordes of monstrous foes. But be wary, your citizens will only work when under your watchful gaze, so proper placement and observation of your lands is an absolute must. A good kingdom is a well-managed kingdom after all. It's one of those games where you can get sucked into multiple runs while trying to
This is nothing
optimize
against
the
him.
absolute
You can
perfect
tell he's
kingdom
reading the
layout
script
as you try to
because of the
eke out
blue
just a
glare
bit more
off of his
performance from your
glasses.
limited
I
lands
know this
and
because
even
when
more
I read
limited
a
time.
script like that
But no
and
run
I
is
watch
wasted,
it
as
back,
there's a
I see a
progression
blue
system to
glare
give you a
off of
small
my
but
glasses.
impactful boost for every future
That's
run.
the
Check out
glare
brand
of a
new
script
trailer.
being read in Google Docs.
My king,
And there's nothing wrong
the
with it.
situation is dire.
Evil forces are poised to
But
attack.
that's why you gotta memorize what you're gonna say, which can be hard, and then throw it to the
It
side.
seems your royal subjects refuse
It
to
happens
work
to
unless
me.
You're actively
You can-
watching them.
It happens to
ensure
me.
we stockpile enough resources to strengthen our defenses. Now, your majesty has motivated the peasants, and they produced what we needed. I think it may be time to test some magic spells. I've been
This
told
looks
the
nice.
meteor shower does wonders against orcs. What's that about? You're not a fan of magic. You can always rely on your royal
Wear
knights to defend the
contacts.
castle. And if they're not enough, we can always unleash our unique flower dragon. In any case, I urge you to keep fortifying your castle against even mightier foes. And remember, the enemy lurks in every corner of your kingdom.
Glasses with no lenses. The king is watching. Warside. Classic turn-based tactics. I will say this looks exactly... What's that freaking Nintendo game? I'm blanking on it right now. Advance Wars, yeah. This looks just like Advance Wars. Like, eerily similar to Advance Wars. What up, Abraham? Advance Wars did get remade. It released last year. It got delayed because of the war in Ukraine, and it released finally last year. I think it was last year. If you like tactics, turn-based tactics, I guess that's good.
If you've been hankering for the return of a certain tactical gaming series by a certain gaming giant, well, Lava Bird's Warside is sure to scratch that itch.
Advance to Steam and try a few wars yourself in the new demo available to play right now. Warside publisher First Break Labs also has some other new titles in the works too. Check them out right here.
Particle Hearts. Baseless. Yeah, Into the Breach. A lot of people tell me I need to play Into the Breach. I think I have it. I just haven't played it. And I think I would like it a lot if I played it. I do love FTL. I haven't played too much FTL. I've only played like 50 hours of FTL though. Baseless and Particle Hearts. Baseless looks pretty
From
good.
using your head to losing your head, Half Sword is described as a physics-based, historically accurate medieval combat sim, which might sound kind of dry, but I promise it's not. It's one of those games where your limbs are all floppy and it's ridiculous, and I'm sure a barrel of laughs, but it sounds like they're trying to incorporate a lot more into it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you start out as a commoner and you fight to become a champion in tournaments. They have all these historical weapons and armor you'd expect in a medieval combat game. And I mean, the combat really does remind me of the Black Knight scene in the Holy Grail, just flailing your arms around and seeing what actually sticks. If you want to see what we're talking about, the creators Half Sword Games and publisher GameSeer have an exclusive gameplay trailer for us to check out right now.
So have you guys seen any games yet so far that you're like, okay, I'm wishlisting that one? There's been a lot of different games on here. The beach is starting to flood. I cannot do that right now. I'm sorry. After this, we can check it.
Voin is a lightning-fast hack-and-slash roguelite set in a striking dark fantasy semi-open world where the apocalypse has already come and gone, leaving you to cleanse what remains. Rather than being strictly run-based, Voin features an extraction system where you can freely explore as much as you want and then leave with your loot, allowing you to grow and improve before venturing out again. Wield a wide and customizable arsenal of powerful weapons and abilities that are enhanced yet further by randomly generated effects and properties, allowing for layers of build customization that carry over from one run to the next.
Very bloody.
Here's an exclusive new video from the team.
Voin. Would my PC be able to run this? Surprised they don't get more roguelites in this style. My PC barely was able to run Returnal. This October, Steam Next Fest. Yeah, we all know the Steam Next Fest is coming. Play the demo. You know! I'll try the demo. Maybe, if I remember to.
Next, we have a survival horror, Isla, from Brazilian devs Pulsatrix Studios and Fireshine Games. It looks absolutely terrifying.
Fireshine
and
Games,
already
they're
watched the
everywhere.
trailer, and I don't know if I have the guts to take this one on.
No, there are a lot of elements in this game that make me go, I don't know if I can handle it, but fortunately, we've lined up some creators who would love to handle it, so take it away.
Help us.
Scary game.
Let's dive into Isla.
What is happening here?
We start crucified?
This demo's off to a hot start.
That is the most jarring start to a horror game I've...
Not the teeth.
Oh!
What a way to start the game.
Wait, what? Interact with this.
Remote control. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Holy... What?
And so we're like phase changing.
I've got my trusty remote control.
I don't know who any of these people were.
Is this a fridge?
Garden pliers? Oh.
But that's fine.
I'm not sure if that was a bad idea.
Why is it wet now?
Wait, what's that? A gun?
Oh my god.
At least now you have a weapon. With 3 bullets.
These
I have a gun, I'm not afraid to use it. Ah!
I really don't like that.
Aren't that just YouTubers?
He's got a big axe.
Holy man, what am I supposed to...
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
Okay, I have 1 bullet.
The
Time
guy
to
with the
change
beard and
channel.
hat seems to be.
Ah, yep. Here we go.
What's it? No.
No! Can I go home?
That guy.
Don't.
Mr. Craven.
Let's use the eyeball real quick.
This game is terrifying.
I'm loving this game so far.
Ooh, okay, we found his VR setup.
Flash drive. Ayla's flash drive.
See what this game is all about!
If you die in the game, do you die in real life?
Oh, phew.
We're alive at least, so...
At least we're home now, I guess.
What am I doing?
Oh, God. All right.
Oh, what a demo, man. That was really good. Very, very gruesome.
Stressed. Very stressed.
I like that.
That was graphic.
2025. I'm not much into horror games. Void Route. Oh my god, it's cartoons! You guys excited for the Steam Next Fest next month? No. Why? Void Route, 24th of October. Jesus, man.
That was your latest look at Void Wrought, a cosmic horror-inspired Metroidvania. It's a 2D action platformer set in this hyper-detailed hand-drawn world, and I'm loving the fast-paced, snappy action in these boss fights. It looks like a game that's going to have a really rich art direction and lore behind it as well.
It said Metroidvania.
Absolutely. I love a Metroidvania. I cannot wait to play this one. It looks
Who doesn't
super
love
good.
a Metroidvania?
But next up, the
Some of you
time,
don't.
1984. The place, East Germany, and things are not quite as they seem. Or at least that's what it says on the script. So, this is the bleak Orwellian world of Pollard Studios and Wired Productions' Karma: The Dark World. And we have an exclusive first look at the game in action. So let's check it out.
大家好，我是来自月壤工作室的王永鹤。今年我非常激动
Game
地
nerd,
向
you
大家
hate
展示《
Metroidvanias?
黑暗世
Game
界
nerd, I
因
don't
果》的
think-
全新游戏内容，
I feel like
并宣布
you're a
游
book
戏
nerd.
在10月的 Steam Netflix 上
You're
提
just
供
trying
试玩
to。fit in
请欣赏我们的
because you
全
like
新
us
预告
so
片
much.
我们迫不及待地想让你扮演利维坦的 Rome 干员的角色。
Nope. 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 I saw a white man. I'm not doing it.
The interrogation subject is currently a clerk at the Winston Research Institute.
I thought this was just an ordinary theft. I never imagined a case like this would trouble a Rome agent. Looks like there's
Winton.
More to it. Just before you arrested me, I got attacked. That monster. The thing.
Nope.
It took
Nope.
my leg.
Nope. 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 Nope.
I
Nope.
didn't think
Nope.
it was
Nope.
so
Nope.
arrogant.
Nope. 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 Nope.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Nope.
Mother, requesting brain dive.
No, wait. Please, I beg you, I don't want to go through this again.
Nope. You hope the monster is Sleepy Grudy. Play the demo October 14th. That must be what Next Fest is.
Hi, I'm Cyborg Angel and I'm a Twitch ambassador in the UK. I cover a variety of new releases and virtual reality titles, including horror and wicked themes. And for the next title, you're in for a treat. Lost in Random, The Eternal Dive by Thunderfall is like a dark fantasy board game transformed into a roguelite, action-packed adventure. Set in the same
No one gives a
gothic
shit, you're a
universe as
Twitch
Lost in
ambassador?
Random,
Hey,
Queen Alexandra
it gives
and
them-
her living die companion,
people will be like,
Fortune,
"Oh, they're a
battle
big
the
streamer."
ancient evil that took everything from her. It's a magical, mysterious, and action-packed game set in a nightmare realm full of intriguing characters.
But you can kind of
powerful
assume they're a
relics, and, of
content creator
course,
if they're here.
Random puzzles and
What's a
rewards.
Twitch ambassador?
Check
Huh,
out
just
this
some title Twitch
exclusive
gives
update,
you.
which also includes details of an upcoming closed technical test.
I think you help with like make some internal decisions with Twitch. You like represent streamers. I applied for it like 3 years ago and I never got it, and now I don't really want it because I don't really care.
What in Random? We're not dead, Fortune.
Burr, when are you
Welcome
going to
to
be in the
sanctuary.
Convergence game showcasing a game? Probably never. So
Let's
she's
make
your
this one
manager.
count.
No. Partners don't get managers. But they like speak for all the streamers kind of. I'm pretty sure they help give input on some stuff. Like when the Knock Knock feature came out, an ambassador bragged on Twitter about how the feature was their idea and how it's great to see. And then the next day they got exposed for being a manipulative piece of shit on like a 90-page Google Doc. Kind of funny. They haven't said anything since.
Our final collection of games are all
Fi-Fi
about
is still an
escapism,
ambassador.
whispering you away
I don't
to a
think they kick you
colourful,
out ever.
imaginative fantasy realm. I wonder what Dodger's dream fantasy world would look like.
I don't know, I've always liked
would you wonder
stories
that?
about the Fae. So maybe I just want to be in a beautiful woodland setting.
What's
but
worse is they
also
never
in
acknowledged
a little
it.
bit of danger, you know? But for Ace Entertainment, it's going to be the Japanese countryside-inspired world
Fi-Fi's like
of
the only
Seikyu,
ambassador I know.
which is a world that's inhabited by
be
a
honest,
bunch
I don't
of
give a shit about
yokai,
Twitch
which are like
ambassadors. I don't
supernatural
care.
creatures and spiritual entities.
Whichever one got me the
this is a farming
70-30
sim,
split with
but
Partner
with a
Plus,
little bit of a
thanks.
twist. Let's watch a brand new trailer and you can see what I mean.
None, and the pay is also none. I'll pass for now. Maybe in the future, though. I like streaming. I think streaming is super fun, but at the end of the day, I feel like the Twitch ambassadors are people that their like whole thing is just Twitch, you know? Maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, I don't know any ambassadors, but like their thing is like they're Twitch. They're Twitch, you know? They stream, they love Twitch. I like Twitch. I don't love them. Oh, that looks nice. I'm more than Twitch. Enjoy Falcus and Animal Crossing New Leaf on your new Nintendo 3DS. Goodbye. Massive
Hi, I'm Peter,
Damage.
head of production at Massive Damage Games, and we've just released Farah, the Sundered Tribes, which is our unique take on both the monster hunting and open world survival craft genres. In Farah, you're a tribal leader fighting to save your people from a deadly mystical sickness. You've come to a magical valley which was ground zero of an arcane apocalypse that shattered the world 1,000 years ago. With your magical wings and grappling gauntlet, you have all you need to conquer the valley.
Movement
and
looks
save
really
your
good.
people. That means discovering powerful artifacts and learning how to use them. It means battling colossal, magic-infected monsters and using their remains to craft and upgrade your gear and village. And it means rescuing missing tribe members, sheltering them, and nurturing them to improve their skills. In short, Farah has giant monsters, survival mechanics, flying, freeform building, grappling and swinging, tribe management, carcass harvesting, and 3D bullet hell style
Why would you say
combat.
carcass
And of
harvesting,
course,
man?
you can play it fully multiplayer co-op with up to 8 people. You can find Farah, the Sundered Tribes on Steam Early Access right now.
Honestly, doesn't look horrible. If that's like your type of genre, that's definitely something you could probably enjoy. I don't really play those types of games
Huge
personally,
thank you
but
to Massive Damage for that exclusive look at Farah the Sundered Tribes. I love the movement in this game. The combat looks amazing. What do you think?
It's got that Zelda art style, the fast-paced aerial combat, like you said, with the Shadow of Colossus boss fights, but obviously with friends as well. You're also going to be growing your tribe and upgrading your village, so there's really a lot of elements that I love from gaming, just all in one place here. But now it's time to jump over to Wonderbot for his final recommendation of the show.
For my final one to watch, from solo developer Silent Chicken, Sliding Hero is a top-down Metroidvania with a slick twist. I'm not kidding, rather than traversing the world one step at a time, you move by sliding until you hit an obstacle. Sliding puzzles have been around for almost as long as gaming has been a thing, and in all of my years, I don't think I've ever seen it as the primary game mechanic before, which is actually really cool, especially since they've taken it to the absolute limit here. With gorgeous limited palette pixel art and beautifully rendered character portraits, Sliding Hero is also set in a surreal and sinister world inspired by the Carnival of Venice, which is a setting I rarely see in gaming. Before I go, thanks for checking out my indie picks, and remember to wishlist and support these small studios. Now, let's check out this brand new trailer.
Sliding Hero. It's not ready for early access due to performance and bugs. No, I guess it's one to keep your eye on for a bit. Bloated corpse. Boomer! I mean, I don't know if I would want to do ice puzzles for an entire game. You know what I mean?
Hey everyone, I'm Dan. I'm one of the curators and coordinators of Convergence. Now, we're almost at the end of the show, which I hope you're enjoying. But before we wrap up, I just wanted to extend a very special hello to our viewers in China. The fact that Convergence has been localized into Chinese has only been made possible with the kind support of our friends at Gamersky Games. Now, if you don't know who Gamersky are, they are a publisher of indie games developed in China, and they are working to bring those games to the West with the aid of Western publishers, and you'll be hearing more about those partnerships in the coming weeks and months. But what I have to share with you now is a trailer showing 3 of their upcoming fantasy-themed games, all of which I can exclusively reveal will be playable at Steam Next Fest on the 14th of October. So, watch the video, and please
October
enjoy
14th.
the rest of the show.
October 14th, write that down. Dylan disappears. Playing Next Fest demos forever. It's our 3rd Next Fest of the year, and the last one of the year. Bye-bye. Bye. What the fuck? Burr disappear October 14th. Next Fest, baby. Stray Path. Whoa, who's that hunk of meat on the left? The bottom left. You wanna know something? I don't know how to play solitaire. My grandma played it a lot. Don't know if she does now, but I don't know how to play solitaire. Connect gamers with love. Oh ho ho. Ho ho ho.
Next up, we've got an exclusive new look at a game from Bandai Namco, the dimension-jumping Unknown 9 Awakening.
We've got brand new footage showing how the body-hopping combat system works, plus a glimpse behind the scenes.
It's a really exciting new title, so let's take a look.
Didn't know Bandai Namco was indie.
This is Unknown 9 Awakening, a brand new action-adventure game, and the first chapter of a larger adventure that unfolds within the Unknown 9 narrative universe.
Something's been bothering Kat, everybody.
You play as Haruna, a young
That lady
woman
looks
with
like Mark's
impressive
boss /
supernatural
neighbor
abilities,
from Severance.
brought to life on screen
Dexa?
by renowned actress Anya Shalotra.
The girl hosting?
A big
Dexa
part of
bonus?
Haruna's uniqueness
She's a
comes from her
streamer.
attunement to the Fold, a
She
mysterious
looks like-
realm that overlaps our own. Haruna
Definitely
eventually
not the
becomes
same
the
hair.
target of the Ascendants, a splinter faction of the Leap Year Society.
I mean, yeah, I
looking
guess.
to alter the course of history.
Maybe that's why she
by
looks
tapping
familiar to
into
me in the show. I
Fold's
was like,
power.
who the f does this lady look like?
Encounters with Ascendants can be approached in many different ways, thanks to Haruna's combat and stealth abilities.
Oh,
One
stealth?
of the most
You lost
impressive
me.
skills in Haruna's arsenal is her stepping ability. By using the Fold to project herself into her target's body, she takes control of them for a brief moment, during which she can set up a devastating chain of events. Performing takedowns and defeating enemies during open combat awards you with stepping tokens. The more tokens you earn, the more steps you can take in a single instance, and the more powerful the attacks on your victims become. Unknown 9 Awakening is but one of the many entry points into Unknown 9's narrative universe, in which the destinies of dozens of characters are weaved together through space and time. Like Haruna, your time has now come to step into the unknown.
Interesting.
Sadly, we are to our final game of the show.
Hollow Knight Silksong?
We have a brand new game being published by Kakahashi Games, and here to introduce it to us is the dev team themselves. Take it away, guys.
バンダイナムコスタジオシンガポールのプロデューサー加藤正則です。
Producer here at
今
Bandai
回、ヤン
Namco
ディ
in
さんと
Singapore,
共に
joined
我
here by
々の新しい
Yandi.
プロジェクトのお話をします。
New project you're working on.
Hi everyone. We wanted to craft a game that could be a joy to pick up and be played all over again. For us, the traditional Japanese art of origami became the perfect inspiration for creating a playful, exciting, and delightful experience. A whimsical adventure that brings back
283 viewers. It went down by 1,000.
And so we set out to create a beautiful origami world that comes to life with a cast of charming characters you can interact with. We also developed origami transformations, which you can use to battle enemies, solve puzzles, and restore balance to the land.
初のコンバージェンスショーケースの場でこの新作をお見せできて光栄です。頑張って開発しています。ご期待ください。では、広紙をどうぞ。
Hirogami. New Zelda fun so far? Let's go. Ha! Remember Paper Mario and the Origami King? Honestly, I kind of like it. It's even got some life slide in it. Hirogami coming 2025. I kind of like it.
That brings us to the end of our very first Convergence. We've enjoyed being a part of it, and thanks to Wonderbot and all the other creators who participated.
Yes, and thank you so much to the devs, the publishers, all of the game makers who were with us today. If you saw a game that you like, make sure that you wishlist it. Make sure you check out the Steam sale. Engage with these games. It helps them out so much.
A
And as for
round of
us,
applause.
thank you so much for watching the very first Convergence. And hopefully, we'll see you again
That's a
next
good
year.
one.
Bye-bye.
Next year? Oh, it is the end of the year, so. Honestly, for a first-time showcase? For a first-time showcase, that was really freaking good. YouTube Let's Play, you can like and subscribe, I guess, or watch, or thanks for watching this showcase with me. If you want to watch games live, twitch.tv/Burr. That was overall very, very solid. So good job by Convergence. That was very good.